and that is Ente. So this will be the Aurora by Ente. Right here. And we should be... Oh, I'm not allowed to spawn a CV here? Sucks. I thought you were allowed to spawn CVs in this area. Well, I guess that just peed on my fireworks. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and yes, it is dark. I am 7foot Dust Bunny, and this is Reforged Eden. I'm just bringing you back in just around the time we're about to leave. This is the base we were using to build our plastic, but I just wanted to point out that up here in this gap, as I was clearing it out, this is one of the rooms and the other one here was the bathroom, and up here there were a couple of loot containers which I had missed previously. So just to let you know, if you do encounter this base, there are a couple of additional loot containers there. So before we carry on any further, I'm going to say I am going to do a bit of maybe a little running around here like a blue ass what's it, and picking up some pentaxid just because there's easy pentaxid pickings here, and while mining it is more efficient, I would just like to pick up a few. And then we're going to head up to space and probably have a look at whether we can spawn in our new ship. Okay, so here we are back up in space. There does appear to be a Xerax ship poodling around down there, so I don't consider this probably the wisest space to spawn in a new ship. We'll pick somewhere a bit safer to do that. But one thing I have had several comments about is actually the fact that the unmarked asteroids in this asteroid field should be fair game. So we're going to test that, and I'm going to go there and mine the Arrestrium, because we are now low on Arrestrium, but there were some Arrestrium asteroids there, and that will give us a nice big boost in Arrestrium just for us to get the ship started. Okay, so here we are approaching the Arrestrium asteroid in this was the Polaris sort of mining area. Now, like I say, people have said to me this should be fair game, so I should be able to take this. Whether that's a good plan, bad plan, or whatever, we are about to find out. Ice. I don't have the special ice turrets yet. Yeah, I need to figure out the special ice turrets, because yeah, they should be somewhere along the lines. Because the ice would be handy actually, because we could make up some power, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to mine this Arrestrium and see whether or not this actually works out for us or not. So let's go. Oh, maybe not. Let's try that again. I'm a bit further forward than I expected. Depth perception, not so good. Okay. So here we go. Hopefully we won't get hammered. No, rep is fine. So comments, well done. We are going to get some extra Arrestrium for freezies, because ultimately a lot of the weapons and stuff like that use Arrestrium, and I've got around 1,000 left over, but what I would like to have is several thousand. So because it's amazing how quickly you eat through that stuff once you actually get going making ammo and armories and stuff like that. So just with that small amount there, digging through, what have we got here? Let's have a look in the harvest box. Can I see the harvest box? I can't see it. There it is. We're already up to 600, which is over 1,000 once we've cleared everything away. Gonna have to get rid of some of this rock. Might have to go around the other side. But I will continue and pick all this up, and I'll show you what we've got after I finish mining all this out. Okay, so we've picked that asteroid pretty clean now, and that's pretty nice, because I think now we have, what do we have? 4,000, 5,500. It's already, oh no, it's not processing. I thought it was already processing, sorry, hiccup there. But yep, that will add to our 1,000 we've got with an extra 5,000 or 6,000. So, well, actually more than that, extra like 10,000. So that's excellent news. Now I am going to hop off to a new star, because I'm thinking that would, where we land with a star, so to speak, might be a really good place to switch the ships up. So we're going to hop on to our next star. Hopefully we'll run into some UC at some point, or UHC at some point, or UCH, or whatever they're called. I can never remember the bloody name, because we have loads of trading pattern or research to give them as well. So hopefully there might be some in this system, and we can turn up with, holy crap, that's red. Anything in this system? The UHC ships? What's this? This is an exploration site. It's a mining site. And there's a couple of asteroid sites and a like. And you know what? I'm going to move straight on, because I like that sun. It's too red. It's too red. It's too red. Let's go over to Skamadadun. Skamadaduna. Let's try going over there. Let's pick up a bit of speed. And where are we going? Just over here. That's something else I need to do. I need to process some more pentaxid for the jump drive, because we're going to run out of jumpy powers in not too long. Well, that's a bit more yellow. I like that one. That's more pleasing. Still no UCH. I can see I'm going to have to be like jumping back to the start system, which God knows where that even was now. I mean, where was sort of my starting system? Probably over here, yeah. I could probably come back over that way to see them in a not too distant future, I guess. That's how many light years if we lock onto it? That's 54. That is 45. So maybe if we came over through a couple of these, like XU Delta or something like that, we could find something interesting. Because this is interesting, but I wouldn't say it's super exciting. There's a mining site. It's very average. Yes, very average for my liking. However, this will likely be a good spot to be able to spawn in a new ship. So let's stop, and hopefully, you would think it would be brighter here. Which is one of the reasons I was like, let's spawn it in here. Because it'd be brighter and more able to see it. But of course the black background is very dark. But never mind. This is where we will do it. I need to put in an EVA boost, because I need an EVA boost, or I'm gonna get very cold and sad. I thought I had a super EVA boost somewhere. But still, we will be alright. Okay. So, I've been keeping the blueprint a bit close to my chest. Some of you... It's not actually any of the ones I think that were directly suggested. But it is by one of the creators that was suggested. And that is Ente. So, this will be the Aurora by Ente. Right here. And we should be... Oh, I'm not allowed to spawn a CV here? Sucks. I thought you were allowed to spawn CVs in this area. Well, I guess that just peed on my fireworks. I was all excited and ready to bring it in. I did the big reveal. Okay, so after the disappointment of that star not working, or not being able to... I've jumped a... Oh, hello. That one. I've jumped a few stars onwards. And we are now... Where are we? We're now in... Alfine, I'm gonna say. We're now in Alfine. And there is a pirate asteroid field here. There's a world here, which we'll have a look at. And nicely, there is a UCH research ship parked here. So, we'll have a look at either of these locations as a location to spawn the ship in. And see if it's a bit rough. Because when I went to the mining site near the star in the other system, there were quite a few Xerax there, and I wasn't comfortable being sort of immobilized. So we're going to lock this as our target. We're a bit low on pentaxid, which I've been working on here in the background. So we should be able to deal with that. Enough to get a little local jump. Hopefully this area won't be crawling with too many Xerax, and we can do it by the planet. Okay, I like this area. It's quite light and bright. There is a Xerax supply station, but that's fine. There are no Xerax ships. So this area is where we're going to do it. So, without further ado, let's actually do the ado. Because I've tried once already. Now this ship isn't huge, I'll be honest. It's bigger, but it's not huge. But literally I can sit the other ship here on top of it. But it is a pretty ship. And I do sort of like its layout. This is going to be a nice sort of ship to run with here. And a nice one in terms of be able to just have a couple of ships parked up on the roof, ready to go. I will probably make a small sort of CV mining ship to make mining quicker, because I think mining with the short hop's going to be a bit too slow. But the short hop is still going to be available as a ship, which I'm guessing we'll be able to park sort of here, as we might as well park like two of our main ships right here, and we'll go and get the Soul Piercer as well and park that on. This ship we're gonna have to do some work with. Probably not gonna take it apart yet, but we will be taking it apart at some point, I suspect. Oh yeah, I know it's a bit freaky, but that'll be the last time we have to worry about that. because the Soul Piercer can now live here, right next door. And hopefully, I'm not sure if this will work, but does gravity work out here? No, apparently not. But we will now proceed to take a tour, I guess. We'll turn the thrusters off on this one, just for the case of saving fuel. And we probably ought to grab some fuel as well, so let's do that. Right, let's turn the thrusters off. And then let's go over to the Aurora. And you gotta love the fact they've labelled all this out. So all of these things are awesome. Right, pentaxid tank. Let's chuck some pentaxid in the pentaxid tank for it. Let's find... They don't have like a fuel container? Really? Of all the containers, you don't have a fuel container? Oh, that's something I might have to change. You know, wouldn't mind having another fuel container somewhere. We might have to put one somewhere. Right, okay. So let's go and sort that out. I like having my fuel and oxygen containers. I'm going to get rid of a bunch of these. I like to keep some, but it just helps get rid of them. Oh my lord, did that eat some juice. And that takes 23. And that only gets us up to 50% nearly. And that's like most of our fuel supply. O2. Hopefully O2 will not be quite so devastating. But we've got plenty of O2. There you go, and just chuck that in. O2 is not a problem. Fuel, a little bit more so. This is why we'll probably like some water at some point. And now the ship is powered up and ready for us to essentially go on a little tour. So one of the things I like about this ship, for starters, is that it's got a nice fly-through bay ready to go here. Look at that, you can fly through, and you know, the Soul Piercer may even live to come down here, especially with the idea of the fact we already have an advanced repair bay ready to go. It could do with some repairs, so that will be excellent. It's got a nice little layout here for some cargo containers. Could do with sticking some labels on them, but other than that. Then you've got here, we're in hangar, medic, ground exit area, equipment repair. And then you've got main, engineering, generator access, stern maintenance, hydroponics. Turn it off. Bow shield engineering, and hangar cross section crew quarters. So let's just pop back over here a second. So I believe over here, that is a ground ramp just down here, or landing, which is kind of awesome. I like. Take this back down now. And over here we have constructors. I think we'd probably be able to squeeze in another constructor somewhere, because I think it's just the one constructor, or is that... No, sorry, I lied. There is 3 constructors. Good stuff. Not sure what this is. Oh, that's cool. I hadn't noticed this beforehand. Oxygen and fuel. I do like ships where the creator's done this. I mean, I'm terrible at doing this myself, but areas where the creator has made the ship so that you can like access parts as if you need to go in for maintenance, that's just brilliant. Deconstructor, fantastic. Med bay, right here, if you need it. So that's all fairly straightforward and easy to get to. And these bits are purely decorative, but they look pretty good. It's like all this roof decoration. It's brilliant. Gotta love the flair in the design. So up here we have core access, some core extensions, which we have. Was it? How much core CPU do we have? Quite a lot. But we are fairly full on CPU. We could probably get some. I don't know whether it can take any more advanced extenders. Really stick some more crew in here floating around, as I have some more crew. That would give us a little bit more access to the warp drive and all that jazz. I really like the way it's laid out like this. What is that? That's a, oh god, that's rather warm. That's an enclosed drive thruster. Okay. Okay, I might have just given myself heat stroke. Made me a little bit warm. Oh, I'm out of range of my ship to cool myself off. One of the other things I do love is these particle effects. These are really good. You know, it's something kind of new, but the particle effects are just awesome. And make it look really good. What is that noise? What is that noise? Is that in my head from the heat stroke, or is that me starting up the shield? So yeah, more and more core stuff, and you can go up, and here we have space for auxiliary cores. Nicely planned out so that you can expand the ship. Which is, you know, just, it is really good stuff. GravGen. I don't know if there's, I thought there was an additional shield capacitor or something somewhere. Not sure where that is. The feeling there was. I'm going to have a quick look under devices for here. Yes, we do have shield capacitors somewhere. But not quite sure where they are. Whatever's going on here. Sounds awful. No, that's more thrusters. It's probably a little bit toasty in here, so I'll be a little bit careful. Because, yeah, it's gonna get a bit warm. But, yeah, I love the way this is done. With all that. It's really nicely sort of laid out. Yes, we're getting hot. I'm gonna go down now and get a glass of water. I'm not sure what that noise is. That noise is gonna bug me. What's with the noise? Hang on. I'm not getting shot, am I? I for a brief second saw a shit on the scanner. Tell me I'm not getting freaking shot at. That would be pretty disastrous. Are we trying to shoot at it? We're not being shot. The shield isn't down. I'm gonna ping this. Because one of the things I'm worried about is I have had this before where I was busy messing around with ships in space, and okay, so that's probably what the noise was. That little interdictor is upsetting the ship. So what else we got? Yeah, we got a few of them. Fortunately, I don't think we took any damage. Hopefully I got the shields up before that. That would be really annoying if they've scratched the paintwork on my new ship before I've even started. That's just rude. I mean, that would just be unbloody believable. I think with a bit of luck my other ships dealt with that. But it looks so good from the outside as well. really well done. Big fan of this ship. Right, let's, if you don't mind, grab something to stop me dying horribly. That's raw food, but we could grab a bottle of water in there. And from the main food, we'll just grab one of those. And we'll grab one of these as well, and that will have us all filled up. And we got more interceptors coming in. Really? More interceptors coming in? What's this little thing? Yeah, you got interceptors coming in, interceptors coming in. We might have to bug out, because I feel as if something big is going to be coming this way in a not too distant future. That'll be really upsetting. So I'm going to actually park this ship on top, as much as it's going to pain me to do so, and get ready to leave if we have to. I think that's going to be one of our primary goals now, because it seems like if we're not careful we might get shot up. What do we got? Interceptor, interceptor. I'm worried about that one over there. That one relatively far away. We seem to have... yeah, this. This is coming our way. This is alerted and coming our way. So we're going to need to park up. And as I say, it gives an idea of scale here, as I'm going to park this on top. And there we go. And for now, on this ship, I'm just going to turn off the thrusters. I'll leave the turrets on. They probably won't shoot though, just because it's docked. But we might have to continue the tour elsewhere, because this is one of the things I was worried about. So here we go. We've got some guidance here. Upgrade possibilities. We've got 2 additional XL thrusters, Mark T, sideways ones, downwards ones, large thruster in P menu. Sorry, 6 additional large thrusters. Here we go. 9 additional cannon weapons, 10 additional turrets, fusion generator, support small, medium, shield upgrades, and additional constructors. So what we're going to do is I'm going to keep that information. I've completely bugged the game out. I can, or into the P menu here under devices, that projector, I can turn it off like that, and I can keep it and not have to worry. And then I have that information for later. This also has the whacking great scanner, and there we go. We do have a Zirax missile destroyer coming in towards us. Only going away again now, but we're going to take this moment to bug out. I think we've got a bit of fuel. Ooh, generators spark up quite close to the top when they're full. If you had taken some shield damage, it could be not so good. And we're gonna jump across here to the UCH vessel, and then hopefully we won't have to worry about some of this trouble. Okay, so here we are parked up next to our UCH research vessel. The only thing that's a little bit weird about the ship is I think because the cockpit is so far over to one side here, it doesn't sit center in the screen when you're flying it. But I mean, that's a minor complaint. Well, that's another way out. I like it. This is another thing I like. Everyone knows I like to be able to get out of the flight seat and out to the ships as fast as I can. So here we have main bridge, and I think that was the flight deck just there. It says here. So this is the flight deck. And what's this? Is this like a little captain's quarters or something? Is this crew quarters? There's the bathroom. Okay. Can't complain. What we got here? This is shield engineering. So this is where there's some space by the looks of it for another thruster. Some shield capacitors and things like that. But yes, this place is all worked out. And oh my god, there's more space here. This is, oh, that's a slope thruster. Okay, let's get back out of here before we get cooked alive again. And what do we have here? Ooh, wow, this is going across the actual top of the bay. That I really like. I never noticed this. The fact there's a bridge here is awesome. So this is probably the mess hall, which is nice. No, this is... There's a whole bunch I didn't actually see when I was doing this. So I think this is for like the little grow pod areas, you know, the things. So like hydroponics, yeah, there's a light here. So I don't think you're supposed to switch these out. I think you're supposed to put in the hydroponic bay things that you can make. Because I mean, while you could strip these blocks out and probably put in the just the grow plots, I think what they're after you doing is making... What are they? They're like these grow hydroponic things here. So I can't remember what size they actually are. Should say on here somewhere. 1 by 3, so 3 by 1 by 3. So yeah, 3 squared with 1. So I think you're supposed to plonk those on here. So you can go and lay those down. And then we've got more restrooms. And the elevator. I don't think down the other side, we'll go back across a second. I don't think down the other side there was any more growing area. I think all this is just like crew quarters. Yeah, this is crew quarters. Restrooms. Captain's quarters, there we go, that's what I was looking for. I wanted to see that it had a captain's quarters, and it does. It has quite a nice captain's quarters actually, much better than the one I built. Does the captain not sleep? Is that the bedroom in there? There we go, there's the bedroom. Nice, nice. It's good to have captain's quarters. And where's the captain's mistress's quarters? Right, and this was back where we were at CPU, shield and stern maintenance, and the ground hangar. So that is basically it, I think. We'll have a quick check down the other side, see if there's anything there. Oh, why am I crouching? I somehow ended up crouching. It wasn't this way, was it? I'll get used to it. I'll learn how to walk around a ship soon enough. Because it takes a bit of time to get used to. Like anything. So that was shield maintenance, and I say this is where you put your hydroponics. Restrooms, and here, yeah, so here down there is stern maintenance, which is going to be going down by thrusters again. Very hot, very warm in here. Gonna get out before I cook, because I'm gonna cook. Don't go in there when you're not ready. Huge generator, so you can take these two out, put another big generator in, which we will probably end up doing in a not too distant future, just purely because even if I have to put some extra crew in here to deal with that, I didn't like the fact the power flashed up the way it did, so I will almost certainly chuck in a big T2 generator soon enough. But yeah, that's it. The ship is freaking awesome, actually. Generator access. Danger. Yes. You should put that on the doors for the thruster maintenance, because I cooked myself in there a couple of times. I like the way that this is done here to look like floodlighting as well. So, anywho, now we need to start switching stuff over. Okay, so pretty much everything is transferred. As you can see, I'm just clearing out the hydroponics bay in the old ship, just to get rid of all the goods in there. And something I do need to look at now is, can I possibly make some of these, and what would I actually want to make? Probably plant protein is definitely one. So I need to look at making one of those and getting the bits together for it. I'll have to have a look as to what I actually need, because what I'm going to want to make primarily is going to be... Oh my god, why is it lagging today? There's a bit of lag on the game today. But what I'd probably like to make is things like either this, which is vegetables, purified water and spice, or this one, which is going to be mushrooms, vegetables, purified water, meat and spice. Now, obviously, these are great in some ways. Oh, and they've changed the recipe again. Emergency rations now use 2 bread, 2 ham, 2 fruit juice, and a ratatouille. Okay. Ham requires natural sweetener and meat and spice. And bread is just flour and water. And juice is just juice, I believe. Yeah, it requires 2 fruit. So I would like to put down the bits I need to make that, but I mean, ultimately, the old, what do you call it now? I've forgotten what it's called. Dino Royale stew is ultimately the ultimate food. And the emergency rations are literally, as they say on the tin, emergency rations. So with everything transferred, I've added a couple of boxes. I can see myself in a not too distant future taking the colours off these. If you want to know how that's done, a few people have asked about ordering things and stuff like that. The colours are done by putting in like the F code from a colour thing into your things. But I find for me, it makes some of them hard to see and hard to define. I almost actually prefer them not being coloured, but that is very much a personal preference. So I am quite aware that because of the size of this ship, I'm probably going to struggle to get all my trade goods and stuff in range. I need to stop automatically going to the Icarus and need to go to myself here. And I've got trade goods here. So we have... I don't think we'll need those, but we'll take them anyway. We'll take all of these. We've obviously got a shed ton of cash. We may be able to sell some weapons at some point. I'll probably move the ship in a little bit closer, and then we'll head over and get all that cashed up. Okay, here we go. We're literally butting up right alongside now. So here we are to meet our UCH friends and see what they've got. Hello, sir. How to use teleporters, restriction, blah blah blah. Okay, bye. Don't need to talk to them. And these guys, what have you got to offer? I think these guys will trade some stuff. Yeah, you'll trade me a data pad. I have a data pad. I'm not sure if the data pad... It says turn in at research computer on UCH vessel to obtain additional unlock points. Or I can sell it, you see. I think I want to turn it in at the computer, because I would probably prefer the additional unlock points at the moment. I think this is where we need to go, up over here. Because my unlock points, like, if I look here, just for those hydroponic bays, for example, that I want, that's 100 unlock points a piece, and I only have 300. So I would probably like a few more unlock points. I think gravity is weird because of my ship gravity. Hello, lead researcher. Do you have any exploration rumors for me? Sure, there are a few exploration rumors you can follow up on. These are not missions. These won't be tracked by your PDA. Okay, fair enough. No, okay, nothing else. Research computer. Right, let's turn in, because we've got some navigational data as well. So let's turn in navigational data. Navigational data can be used to upgrade the distance you can make warp jumps. The maximum 50. You currently have 7 light years increase. You may turn in at 43 more. Okay. I thought I might have some, but clearly I don't. Okay, data pads. Turn in data pads. I think I had 5. Each one's worth 50. So you've successfully input 5 data pads. And voila. It says research points 0. Excellent. That I turn them in and end up with 0 research points. Not sure if that was helpful or not, because I thought I was supposed to end up with available unlock points. I now have 0. Fantastic, he says. Okay, hopefully that will sort itself out, because I now have no research points. Spend research points? Turn in data chips. I don't have any research points. This seems upsetting. What just happened? Because actually I clearly need them to unlock the schematics. So right, decode encrypted schematics. If you have encrypted schematics in your personal inventory, yes, decrypt schematics. You've obtained a random schematic. Okay, let's go for more. I don't have any. Okay, fine. So let's see what we have. Okay, where did they go? Did they end up actually in my technology? I got a whole bunch of things, I didn't see what they were. Vulcan something I saw. Vulcan turret. Small Vulcan turret, industrial water exporter or something. Yes, that seems, shall we say, awkward. Let's see if we can see it in here or something like that. So, have we unlocked here anything particularly exciting? You know, it's hard to see if you've unlocked anything, because there's Vulcan turrets, hydrogen extractor, mobile food processor. Let's have a look here, like under weaponry. And then next time, I'm not sure what our plan is for next time. I'm considering our future in general in this playthrough, as I am considering switching over to Reforged 2. But I think that will be a little bit in the future. But for now, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time. Thanks a lot.